Hey, Coach Sonia.
What
How
up?
you
What up? What
doing,
up?
beautiful?
We good. We good. What we doing? What we got going on this
What
evening?
we doing, man? Welcome to another episode of Reality Check Monday. Let's make sure we good and live here, cause
I'm not seeing it on my end. What you got going
Oh, I
on?
see yours. I see you live on your page. I see you live. You doing
Okay.
things.
Why you see me live and I don't see me live?
I see you live. Let's make sure everybody. Yeah, we good.
There we
We are
go.
on and we good and we are on and we are doing a reality check Monday. Now this is different from your mental health check-in and just a mental check-in. We doing a complete reality check.
Yes.
Coach Sonia, it's Monday. But first of all, before we get into that, let the people know. Of course, I am your favorite inspirational speaker, life balance and accountability coach, and talk show host, Consuela Nicole. That was a tongue twister, right? And today we have with us on Reality Check Monday who you are. Who are you, man?
Girl, I am that awesome, audacious author and prophetic life coach, Sonia MJ. Hello. This
Yes,
is my girl,
yes,
Consuela
yes.
Nicole. We are here every Monday doing Reality Check Monday.
Right. So we are here for a short time, not a long time. But you know what, Coach Sonia?
Yes, what's up?
So first of all, I missed you last week. I missed you last week.
Yes,
I
yes.
know, I know last week, we didn't come on because I had to do some pivots. I had to do some pivots
Yes,
and
you did.
I was out changing lives, talking about that hard topic of life insurance
Life
and
insurance,
the
yes.
living benefits of life insurance. But that's a topic for another day.
Girl, it is because
But
with you and I being life insurance agents, hey, we can go there.
we can go there, right? So we're gonna talk about maybe we need to do that in the next. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. But
Yes.
what I read, hey Tiffany, I see you. I see you. With TR Singh's marketing and organizations. Um,
Hey,
over the
Tiffany,
last
we
2
gotta hook
weeks,
up, Tiffany. We gotta hook up.
yes, you definitely need to hook up with TR Singh's. But what I've noticed, right, and even talking to some of the people I was speaking with over the last week, is people are having issues with tough love,
Mm-hmm.
right? Tough love and codependency.
Exactly. Yes.
So I know what my views are on tough love and codependency. But
Well, let's
before I
talk
give you
about
my input and a reality check for that tale,
it. Mm-hmm.
what is your views on tough love, or do you have any?
I said get her done.
Get her done,
Yeah.
okay?
Because when you have to give tough love, a lot of people don't know how to receive it. Do I hate to give tough love? Yes, but I know it's beneficial in the long run. And if you understand someone that truly loves you will give you that tough love.
So talking to someone who has dealt with codependency from both sides of the fence, right? And we'll talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
I see tough love a little bit different.
Okay, let's talk about it.
So in this instance, tough love would not be for the person receiving, it's for the person giving, right? So if I was always coming to your aid, I need to stop and show tough love.
Yes.
The tough love is not going to be for you. The tough love is for me because I have to learn how to sit still and stop. Because you're going to do whatever you want to do, and you're going to find somebody else that's going to do it for you.
Not if they know how to receive that correction, that tough
Right.
love.
But if they don't, they're going to still go out and bang their head and do all the things they were doing that I was trying to save them from. Right.
Right.
So if I'm trying to save you from something and you're not ready to be saved yet from whatever that thing is, you're going to still go out there and do it. And you're going to come back and cry wolf. And Consuela going to come to your aid and help you out each and every time. So the
Then
tough
somebody
love
got
for
to come
me,
along and give to Consuela some tough love.
right. So at that point, the love is tough for me because I have to learn how to tell Sonia, no, I'm not bailing you out this time. Right?
Correct.
So that tough love can definitely go on both sides of the fence because it's going to hurt me to my core to tell you no. It's going to hurt me to my core to watch you struggle. It's going to hurt me to watch you hurt yourself without me stepping in to help you.
But see, what comes into play then,
okay,
with you knowing it is going to hurt you to your everlasting core to watch me struggle because you won't help me, then you have to understand my urgency, my emergency is not your urgency. Right. Also, what you have to understand, it's time to cut some ties with them folks that keep coming back.
That part, and that's the reality check. And that is why tough love is not necessarily always for the person on the receiving end. It's also for the person on the giving end, because you are absolutely correct. We have to learn how, when it's time to cut ties or even disconnect or give space, right? Yes. Or even in the instance of stepping back and allowing whomever to do whatever it is that they need to do. So that's my take. And I've gotten pushback. Hold on. Okay. I've gotten a lot of pushback on that before, right? Well, you don't love me because, no, I love you and that's why I do it.
Okay.
Because if I continue to come bail you out, if I continue to show up every time you mess up, what part of the lesson are you learning?
You're not learning the lesson. They use right. You're becoming their pusher.
Their pusher, that codependency spirit.
If they was looking for a fix, they knew how to come get it from Nicole, Consuela Nicole.
Exactly. Right. But then you don't want to use those wonderful words that most of us use. It's hurting me more than it's hurting you.
That's one thing that I do not use. That's because I'm like, is it really hurting you more? Because you're still doing it.
Yeah, it could be.
You got to get to the point where enough is enough and be like, okay, yeah, it's hurting me. Okay, God, it's time for me to cut this tie.
Right.
Because you will not heal. You will be stuck in that place of, like you said, that codependency to that person to you. And then not only that, there will never be a time where you could trust that person. There will never be a time where you really want to be around that person because they've become a nuisance. They become a user. They become, like you said, that codependency. And so many things that you find negative in them, you don't want to deal with them.
Right.
But and in turn, you're hurting yourself.
Correct. But and then that it becomes tough for some people, right? So what would be two things that you would suggest to like your coaching clients and groups that you talk to, because your coaching style is definitely completely different than mine, right? On a few different levels, which is one reason why we connect so well. What would be like one or two things that you can give the people or that you've tried for yourself, right, to help you through those times? Because we deal, I'm gonna talk in I deal with those things too, when it comes to family, when it comes to friends, when business and personal, right, where you are that support system for someone, but your expectations for that person continue to fail you because it's your expectation and not what they want you to do. Right. And then of course that tough love become tougher again. So what would, For me, it was all about distance,
Mm-hmm.
right? Being able to control the narrative of the text messages I responded to, the phone calls I responded to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely not easy for everybody. It's
No, it's
definitely
not.
not easy for everybody. Um, but what would some of your takeaways be? What would some of your points be of how people can get through that? Like real talk. It's a
For
reality
me, and I've coached on this before, when there's a codependency that you can't cut, it affects your peace.
check. Mm-hmm.
It affects your peace.
Yeah.
And then that's where we have to talk about your peace, your space, and truly your feelings for that person. Why are you allowing this?
Right.
So you then in
Right.
turn begin to coach that person. Okay, let's write down some feelings about this situation. How do you feel about this situation?
Okay.
I understand that's your good friend. Oh no, let's say a family member, and you've been helping them constantly off and on for years. But every time that
Mm-hmm.
person come around, your whole demeanor changes. Why do you
Right.
give someone so much power to affect your demeanor, your attitude? It's time to
Right.
check it. No one should be you should give no one person that much power that when they come in the room, your entire demeanor changes. When you see a text from them, your demeanor changes.
And yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you
Yeah.
don't want to deal with somebody, but when you are constantly giving, 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 and they won't stand up for themselves to do better for themselves, it's time to say enough is enough and cut
Enough.
the apron strings.
Okay, but for those that I know we can say that now because we've lived it, right? We've been
Mhm,
through it, and it's part of what we coach on.
mhm.
Um, what would be that one thing that that they could try? What is it? Like I said, for
For
me,
one,
it was
for one,
control.
the first thing is making a decision.
Okay.
Consuela, Nicole, do you want your peace or do you want
Yeah, but it's
frustration?
not easy. They gonna keep calling me.
I understand, but you have to make a decision. Do you want change? That's the first thing you need to decide on. If you won't change, then we can go further.
Okay.
You have to make that decision, stand flat footed on that decision, and work through the process. I'm not expecting you to do this cold turkey because you've done it for
Mhm.
years. So it's time to
Very
make a
true.
decision to
Very true.
start the process. Let's walk through this process together.
And what it looked like.
Right.
Yeah, and it's definitely not gonna be easy.
No.
That it is not good because I can definitely tell you, me going through the process I went through,
Hmm.
right? And the season I was in, it was not an easy process.
Hmm.
I got a lot of pushback. I got a lot of attitude. I got a lot of you secluding yourself from everybody and oh my favorite. You just think you better than everybody. No, I value my peace. I'm at a point where I value my peace and my mental health is more important to me right now than being accepted, by
That right
everybody.
there. That mental piece, that
Right.
self-care, because you could get to the point where you're so irritated, so frustrated because you're giving, 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 and that codependency with
Right.
others is draining you. You
Right.
can't deal, you can't do anything else in your personal life because you're constantly thinking, when am I gonna get the next text? When's the other shoe gonna drop?
Yep.
And you're so focused on their situation, you can't live your life to the fullest.
Right. So my takeaway from this, and I told y'all we wasn't gonna be here long. It was something to give you a quick reality check on tough love and codependency and obviously disconnect. So my one takeaway for each and every one of you is to start by limiting your communication, right? You don't have to stop everything, right? But you also don't have to respond to those text messages immediately. You don't have to answer that phone every time it rings. That's why you have voicemail. That's why text messages sit there. Let it sit there for, for a little bit. Um, I know someone right now that when they first wake up in the morning, checking their phone is not the first thing they do. They don't check their phone until after 10 a.m.
That's a good thing.
Like, for real, they do not start their day with social media and the news and all of that. They do not do any of that. They say from the time they wake up, they go into meditation to get their mind right and set the standard for their day. And by the time they get their day started with whatever their morning breakfast, their morning routine, and once their morning foundation is set, then they'll look at text messages and phone calls and social media and figure out what they want to respond to right now and what they don't. So you pay that phone bill.
Right.
You pay that phone bill. So you decide on what messages you want to respond to right now, how early you want to return phone calls. And matter of fact, use your do not disturb or alarm feature. Turn that joke off at night.
There you go.
Right? You can set emergency contacts to come through, even when you're on do not disturb, but everybody do not need a full 24-hour access to you.
Bingo. That right there.
So that's my takeaway or my nugget for you on today's Reality Check Monday. What is your takeaway and nugget for the people? So,
for one, ditto to what you said.
Mm-hmm.
And not only turning your phone off, setting those privacy alarms and everything. You have to make a decision when to wind down your mind.
Right.
Make a decision. Your work schedule, your social media schedule, whatever it is you have to do in your personal life. You have to make a decision. Okay, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, whatever your routine is, stick to it and wind down your mind. Because some of y'all can't sleep at night.
Oh, baby.
Because too much stuff is going on up here. What is going on at work? Or who do I need to do this for? Who do I need to do that for? How about do a reality check with Christ? Don't wait on Mondays to do the reality check with me and Consuela. Do a reality check every day with Christ. Okay, God, I repent. Blase, 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 whatever you need to talk to God about, let him correct you. Let him tell you, hey, Consuela, I need you to get this right. Hey, Consuela, this is what you did wrong yesterday. God gives. He loves us, so he will correct us. Right. So get right with God so you can do better in your peace and dealing with others.
All right, y'all.
That's my takeaway.
Right? I see you, Tiffany. Absolutely. So on that note, look, Tiffany and I had a whole conversation. That's topic for another day. But on that note, thank y'all for joining us on Reality Check Monday. Make sure y'all share this video because someone else may be looking for some nuggets on tough love and discernment. But Sonia, guess what?
What's up?
It's Thanksgiving week, man. Are you cooking?
Okay, yes, I'm cooking. And ladies, let me give a shout out. Gigi, thank you for watching. Veronica, thank you for watching. Tammy, and for others who are on my page watching, I thank you. I love you guys. Girl, ladies, I'm cooking, but guess what? I gotta cook tomorrow, Tuesday.
You're cooking on Tuesday, but the holiday is on Thursday.
I gotta work
Wednesday
and Thursday.
Oh yeah, we need you in this. Yeah, Miss 911.
So y'all, it ain't just a 9 to 5. I work 12 to 16 hours, just depending. I go in at 7 in the morning and get off at 7:30 at night.
Well, we're gonna definitely continue to pray for you.
Yes,
and
Lord.
We're gonna make sure that you stay safe and those in your area stay safe, and the 911 operators across the globe is safe.
Thank you. You cooking?
I am actually. I am, but I'm not cooking a whole big old something,
Okay.
right? Because I am changing the trajectory of family traditions.
Oh, that sounds like another topic for another
That's
day.
a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. I may be doing something on that. Until next time, y'all make sure y'all check out both of us on across all social media platforms, Sonia Jones or Consuela Nicole, or both of us, because we're definitely coming to a city near you real soon. Until next time, y'all. Happy
Love you
holidays.
all.
Love y'all.